community member all the way across the board. Just had to glaze my homie a little bit here.
Okay, let's get back into this now. Game 1, PS2, Richter Money versus MuteAce. A matchup that, I mean, on paper, you would think is kind of hard for Peach to kind of get herself into, because Peach doesn't really have range to deal with this character, right? You have turn up to toss to try to get over the Min arcing arms, but Min at the end of the day is still Min with how much disjoint that she has.
Right, and that's a matchup dynamic that isn't entirely unfamiliar to Peach, right? Like, she's one of the shorter range characters, doesn't have the best, like, quick horizontal, like, burst mobility, so she's kind of used to being outranged in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But the Min matchup in particular really just, like, takes that dynamic and turns it up to 11.
Oh, wow.
MuteAce, however, showing that once he gets in, he's not afraid to go hard and just, like, push these advantage states.
That's kind of what you need to do in this matchup, though, because, I mean, every hit is going to matter, because at the end of the day, Min is not going to allow for that many mistakes to get into here. And with Richter Money on the up-and-coming for, like, a Houston player, he's definitely a lot more practiced now and being able to take the advantage state and try to push it as far as he can. And being content with just sometimes taking the damage that you get and just, like, keeping at it.
Oh, is this first blood? For
wow,
no,
there's
quite,
a lot of good interaction going there. MuteAce floating at the bottom of the stage, using the Nair to try to reversal, and Richter Money getting lucky. I don't know if there was a mistech, but I'm pretty sure the mistech actually helped Richter Money get back to the stage. 2-frame coming out from the Dragon Arm, though, powered up.
2-frame from the Dragon Blood, or from the Dragon Arm, first blood for Richter Money.
Yeah, Richter Money now tries to just get some extra credit on the board. 128 on Richter Money's side. Could mean that anything like Peach forward air, Peach back air, maybe a Nair at the ledge could just take the stock. But 61 on the board, 75. Richter Money has, Richter Money has not been hit this entire stock, but that was one hit, and using the invincibility of grounded uppy to get out of there was very smart.
Yeah, Richter Money's been playing this phenomenally.
Yeah, and you want to know one thing about Richter Money too? Just a little fun fact. Richter Money is currently using my controller.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so you're not going to see it on like our POV or like on the commentator or the stream POV, but my controller is in play. And so I had to take credit for the win.
This is technically you winning the set right now.
Pretty much. But, I mean, can't discredit Richter Money's very good gameplay going on so far. 117 on the board. About to take the stock with one clean hit. MuteAce, though, brought it back. 82% is not too far off from the Peach kill percent that we know.
Yeah, MuteAce doing a great job just staying composed, bringing this back in after, you know, losing the lead a little bit early on. Can't count your chickens before they hatch, especially against a player like MuteAce.
Yeah, but we're
Richter
here once again.
Still been like pretty comfortably in the lead here.
Yeah, and Richter Money knowing that there's some things you just can't punish against Peach, right? And Peach just has so much strong oppression tools that are just faster than a lot of the Min buttons because of like how fast they are. Wow.
Wow.
The down air. Yeah. I know there's some weird interactions that happen sometimes where tethers try to prioritize characters. I'm pretty sure that's the thing that happens with Joker, right? Like,
yeah. So it's not necessarily the tether prioritizing it there. It's just like
clanking,
not quite within the reach.
Okay.
And because of that, when you're ascending up with that tether, it's just colliding with the dogs.
But now for Richter Money in an unfortunate situation here. Like, we're looking at what was a Richter Money game from the first two stocks to now MuteAce taking control over everything. 114 on the board for Richter Money. But 32% is not that much if you're trying to get MuteAce's stock pretty early. There is some min-min setups though. We have seen a bunch of min-min setups in the past where you can use things like down tilt into Nair arms to kill. But it really is just about how MuteAce plays around the ledge.
Right. MuteAce's been doing a pretty good job avoiding getting cheesed by anything crazy. So it seems like Richter Money is going to have to find a more honest way to close this gap and take this game one.
Yeah, like 73 on the board right now. Like, still not like the quite kill percent that you want at this like this mid stage right now. Oh. Really nice.
Staying alive from that forward air.
Yeah, getting the
nice
DI last active.
Upbeat. With the back air.
That back air
holding in so he wouldn't get hit from the left side, and it just made it DIing bad from the right.
Yeah, it's not the situation you want to be in, but a really good game one coming out from both players.
Yeah,
a lot of things that I didn't know about the matchup showing up, like Peach turnips, the stronger they are, they prioritize the arms for Min. So the zoning is a little bit more in depth than what I thought with the
with the turnips,
yeah,
like,
with
going
the
through
yeah,
the arms? Yeah.
because the turnip, like I thought at first it was just like a
Yeah, I thought the
turnip
arms
loose,
just
yeah.
away, if I had to guess.
But I saw Winky Face there like beat the arm, so like there is some counterplay to be had there. But MuteAce immediately with the strong pressure, just Downer City right now. Downer is so good for Peach. Like you're just gonna see MuteAce abusing this move. But
Much stronger start from MuteAce this game 2 here, but Richter Money still doing a good job here, like keeping it close.
yeah, having Megawatt out so early is just very interesting choice. I feel like Megawatt isn't one of those things that you. Oh, that's not
Wow,
what I see.
using the turnip to force the Min into like a very awkward position and just floating right where she would need to be to hug.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Oh, double tossing in the air. Not getting anything crazy off of this. But I think this is a. Oh, never mind. The tether did reach.
The tether did reach, but it was definitely close.
Yeah. Really nice laser. Not powered up, so it's not going to kill. Using this. Oh, no float on the board.
Oh, yeah, that's.
Oh, that's a bad
that's not what
SD
you
coming
wanted
out.
for
Yeah.
Richter Money,
Unfortunate SD coming out from Richter
Yeah.
Money. Richter Money got to stay a little bit more composed to get back into this game. Shouldn't be too hard to be able to get this stock, but MuteAce is playing a lot more tricky of a game with how he moves around the air and forcing Min to kind of throw out an arm first before he lands. Like that. Like,
right. Using the float to mix up the timing is so good for recovering.
yeah, it's such a crucial part of this matchup that, like, wow, the reverse nair there was good. But the float is just such a crucial part of this matchup where you kind of need that tool to kind of get in on Richter Money, like with Min. Richter Money just playing a far away game. No double catch on the dot eyes.
Yeah, that could have clinched it right there potentially if there's a bit of a struggle.
Yeah, but 72% on the board. Trying to get that down tilt, like I mentioned earlier, down tilt at ledge. You can do down tilt into nair. Down tilt into nair leads into your arms, which could lead to the stock. But MuteAce luckily timing his neutral get up against that down tilt.
Also, I love the way that MuteAce is using these back airs to poke through the arms too.
Yeah, it's a very fast move that can just stuff out a lot of buttons in general. So it's a really good option to just, like, right there, like, even for just approaching with dash tech, just can stuff out and close out a lot of area. No, oh wow.
Oh yeah, I didn't think the down smash was gonna kill there.
I think Richter Money pressed something there that made it so that the down smash killed. Like,
Oh, like he was trying to break out of tumble?
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if you just held the DI in, you would have been fine. Like, I don't think he should have done anything until he started drifting back in from his DI in. Game
I think
3.
he might have just been scared since Mute's been doing a lot of like very out there edge guards, right? Like Mute has been going and like throwing out the turnip to like force him to like awkward angles and like floating in positions to like kind of checkmate him.
Yeah.
He just wanted to like get his options available as soon as possible.
Game 3, once again back to PS2. Richter Money getting a little bit of a lead this time around. 43%, not too much, but okay, now we're even. And now we're down.
Seeing a lot more of the double arm from Richter Money. It seems like for the first two games he was playing a lot more of like, no, I'm just gonna do the like one arm and then like keep the second arm as like a mix-up. But like
Yeah.
he seems to be pulling the trigger a lot in this game 3.
Yeah, I think it's just more of a kind of what is MuteAce going to do against double arm, because MuteAce is trying to pressure that single arm. There's a lot more mix-ups being built between these players now.
For sure, for sure.
129 on the board. Richter Money had a scary situation to get out of there. Luckily, being able to roll out of there before anything bad happened to their stock. Never mind, 129. Peach forward air is going to be the stock ender for Richter Money in this game 3. MuteAce, though, really good adaptation in terms of just covering the 45-degree angle, because Min doesn't have anything to cover that, especially in the air where Peach is just floating up high like this.
Yeah, and he's doing a great job using that platform so that when he jumps up and does that float, he has a bit more elevation.
Yeah. Megawall on the field right now, but are we going to see too much use out of it before we go to Ram once again? I feel like the Mega Watt hasn't really been doing too much. It did like one Nair, but the Nair ended up to Richter Money SDing. Like right there, like just I feel like Mega Watt conditions a player to just throw out the move because it's strong. But like it's not one of those moves that's strong and is just like always good. It's strong when it's good, but when you're using it like very antsy, it's just very telegraphed.
I feel like one of the big adaptations Mute is making that's making that game 2 and this game 3 like a lot more dominant than that game 1 is playing a lot more anti-reversal. Like we're seeing Richter Money go for a lot of these up smashes. Just
Right
as
there.
I said it. Going for these up smashes, going for like kind of more aggressive like reversally arms. Going for like aggressive nairs, things like that.
Yeah.
And Mute is doing a really good job just like waiting those out and then like picking and choosing spots where he can punch it directly.
Yeah, there's just a lot of pulling the trigger so early on these off. Oh, there's the double arms. First stock on the board for Richter Money in this game 3. 80% on the board, but it's going to be a long, hard fight for Richter Money to get back into this game. MuteAce is just holding this advantage so well so far, and even then, like when there's no advantage being played, it's just pure neutral of just counterplaying this character.
I love the way MuteAce is just like shamelessly spamming that down smash over at the ledge. The risk reward is like, okay, like if it doesn't hit, that's fine. I still have such a lead that I can do this. And if it does hit, I can
Ooh,
this game, right?
Yeah. Back here, going to take out the game for game 3 there. Richter Money now going into loser side, and MuteAce will be qualifying for top 8 here. Winner side. And I think his opponent is going to be the winner of Chag versus Blandon.
Winner of Chag versus Wendon for top 8 or top 8
Yeah,
qualifier?
top 8.
Okay,
which
so
is
that was
going
top
to-
8 qualifier.
Yeah, this was a top 8 qualifier.
Okay, well, congratulations to Mute, and hey, congratulations to Richter Money.
Yeah, Richter Money
For-
getting through.
Yeah, because if he's here, that means he's clinched 13th?
9th.
Clinched 9th? Oh, yeah, he's
This
clinched
is
9th.
guaranteed 9th for Richter Money if they do lose the next match. But even then, 9th out of C tier with this many players, like that's not something to just brush off. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty good result. Like you definitely did have to fight your way to get up here.
Also, pointing out that is at minimum 9th.
Yeah, at
So
minimum.
he
9th.
still has the loser's run available to him.
Yeah.
Very well